I want to move on. I want to talk about AI because it seems to be a massive of your business and how you're being able to grow and be able to. So I want to go into that. You're launching Power Hour, which is how does that help power productivity for your clients?
There's some great research done by McKinsey and Co. on flow state. Have you heard of flow state before? That's like when you're in the zone, right? So
You're
in the
yeah,
zone.
exactly.
And when we get into flow state, McKinsey's research shares with us that you can achieve 200 to 500% output during that time. But the tricky thing is getting into flow state. It always takes effort, and it usually takes sort of 13 to 15 minutes to get there because you need to get your neurochemistry set up right to make it happen. And so we've probably all had this sensation before where you're excited about something you need to sit down and do. Perhaps you're creating a piece of content or something that you want to get done. You sit down at the computer, and in that moment, all of a sudden, all these other distractions, the fridge is more important, answering a message, there's a distraction at the door, and so forth. Really what's going on here is that you sit down to do the work, and norepinephrine is released in your brain. And so as that's been released, it's actually quite useful because it helps us to get started and take action. But if it rises faster than dopamine, which is the reward neurotransmitter that makes you feel good, makes you want to do more, if norepinephrine rises more than dopamine, you will procrastinate, and you have something that's called the approach avoidance conflict. You approach the work, but then you go to avoid it, and it's just your neurochemistry. However, if you can have your dopamine stay higher than norepinephrine, you'll then release acetylcholine, and focus and attention will be easier, and you're going to get yourself into flow state. And now it always takes 13 to 15 minutes. You cannot fast track this thing. It's our physiology. But here's the real kicker on this one, is that our smartphones, on average, we're awake for 17 hours per day, and we touch those phones on average every 9 minutes. And that distraction...
I can easily,
right? If not more. So that data needs to be updated. It's probably out of date. It's only from 12 months ago. Or someone was lying when they were telling us. They wouldn't tell us.
So asking the question, it's hour.
Liar. and so we keep cutting our ability to get into flow state. What if you could do 3 hours of work in an hour? Man, let's do that. Finish the day early or get onto something more interesting. And what we've found is that to get there, I don't know if you might remember at university days, you might have a study group, or if you've ever been in a software development team, you have a hackathon, and it's basically the energy of the group to really focus on that most important thing. And so what we do is a three-phase approach in a Power Hour, which is, it's all about getting to this deep work of flow state. And so there's three phases to it: plan, attack, celebrate. And we take 5 minutes of planning time, actually led by a Power Hour leader. We do it over Zoom.
Okay.
We're just about to release to the Zoom Marketplace our Power Hour plugin, which goes into the app, goes into Zoom itself. And the Power Hour again, leader takes you through a 5-minute ritual where you focus on a single task, you turn off all your distractions, you let people know around you, you'll be in a Power Hour and you'll be back in an hour. You pick out a single task that you'll focus on for that period of time. There's a breathing exercise and then a very important step, which is to set your own personal goal of your focus and flow state. And what will you go for focus and flow? From 0, none, to 10, where you're just totally in the zone the entire time, what are you going to go for? And you get a group of people online, and they're all there for the same reason. And so you get 9s, 8.5, 9s, and 10s. Then we go into the work, everyone leaves their cameras on, the microphone and the chat's off. 50 minutes of deep work, that's the attack phase. And there's a timer on the screen to help give you concentration. And at the end of it, we have a celebrate phase, which everyone jumps back online. We rescore ourselves, you get great numbers. Another breathing exercise, we break out into breakout rooms, have a chat with other people. Just enjoy that energy. And essentially what we're doing is going through a recovery phase from utilising a lot of neurochemistry to get that incredible work done. And after 50 minutes of deep work in this focus and flow state through the Power Hour game, you get these incredible results.